the idea of a 2,000-year-old Chinese toy in Da Vinci's plans, a few daring men tried to beat the sky into submission along the way. But it was Igor Sikorsky who is credited with being the inventor of the helicopter and the first successful helicopter pilot. And now, before you in the skies above is the world's greatest helicopter pilot, Roger Bias, showing you that helicopters can indeed fly backwards and do a complete backwards traffic pattern with a reverse PCH. And amazingly, before you now is the world's most difficult maneuver in the entire air show business, Otto demonstrating a perfect hover. But, Otto, can you hover, chew gum, and blow a bubble at the same time? All right, imagine standing on a beach ball in rough water, working all 5 flight controls, collective, throttle, pedals, and cyclic. And there she goes. Hope that thing doesn't pop in your face. You'll be IFR, and I don't mean I follow roads. I mean instrument flying rules. Oh, no, I just was told you cheated. You used a balloon and not bubble gum. Yeah, Otto, tell the truth. Winners never cheat, and cheaters never win. What have you got to say for yourself? All right. Track 3. Hey, do you have an autopilot installed to help you fly? All right, air show fans, boys and girls, pilots of all ages, it's time to take a break from the frozen wing air show entertainment and add a little fling, wing, zing to the great lineup here today. Smokes on, nose up, tail down, and kick it, a perfect hammerhead. In the military, that maneuver is called the return to target, and you can see why. He'll stop on a dime and give you 9 cents change. Wonder what kind of gas mileage he gets. Not too good at a hover. All right, and kick it right on around. Bring it on back. It's going to take one away from us at Air Show Center. Show us a totally different perspective on a hammerhead. Check out those red, white, and blue rotors and kick it right on around. Hey, Otto, that was pretty good. Hammerheads were awesome. How about a loop? No? Okay, I'm going to make it a little harder then for you, buddy. How about a square loop? All right. For this maneuver to be a square loop, the track that Otto makes in the sky must form a perfect square. And he'll set up for favorable winds. Smokes on! Pulling it up on the second leg. And straight across the top, perfectly flat. Flying backwards, doing 85 miles an hour, that's 140 kilometers per hour, in a straight line. Watch now as he enters the most dangerous part of the maneuver, screaming it down toward the ground, cockpits filled with smoke, avoiding getting into settling with power. See the ground, miss the ground, look at those beautiful, beautiful rotor tip vortices coming out right where he went in to form a perfect square. Whew. But wait just a minute, Otto, don't get too excited. That wasn't exactly a square loop. Yeah, well, I did say straight up and straight across the top, but I meant upside down like an airplane. You don't do upside down like an airplane. You're getting a big head now. Hey, how about a 4-point roll? No? Okay. All right, too easy for you. Let's make it an 8-point roll. All right. How many of you kids out there can count to 8? Because I need your help for this maneuver. For it to be legal, Otto must stop at each of the 8 clock angles in the sky, and each stop must be very crisp. And keep your eyes in the sky. It's a snap roll, pure engine turn, twist and shout that baby around. Count with me now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and kick it around. That's great, Otto, but not exactly what I had in mind. Yeah, well, I did say 8 clock angles, but I meant, well, rolling over like an airplane. You don't roll over like an airplane. Well, I guess you egg beaters think you can do just about anything and get away with it, don't you? Uh-oh, how rude and crude and socially unacceptable. And I'm not talking about the smoke oil that you just blew at us either. Tail feathers away from the audience. I'm telling you what you're thinking. Come on, I'm sorry I called you an egg beater and I'm acting like a bully. The kids know it's not nice to call each other names. Forgive and forget, the show must go on. Smoke's on. What's he up to now? Where are you going? And we've got a tail slide. Beautiful, falling right back down toward the ground, leveling it off. Good job, Otto. I tell you what, that one takes your breath away. That autopilot, Roger Bias, can sure fly that helicopter. Let's give it up for him, guys. I say he's got some pretty snazzy dancing rotors out there. I'm beginning to think you helicopters can do anything but auto. They say that in order to be a pilot, you can't grow up. So do you think you could come down and work a real helicopter-sized yo-yo? I just happen to have one right out on the runway. Here is a real yo-yo, 45 pounds. No motor, some assembly required, batteries not included. It's not even solar powered. How many of you boys and girls can work a yo-yo? All right, well, since Otto has no opposable thumbs, he's going to need a little help from Roger hooking up the string to the skid. We have affixed to the helicopter skid an FAA-approved 337-formed chrome-plated yo-yo hook. It's official. All right, looks like the pilot's getting back into the cockpit, putting his headset on, checking all the gauges, dials, lights, and buttons. Buckling up for safety. Ready to take off here again. Get this baby rolling. Yo, dog, let's go. All right, some assembly is required because Roger is actually going to use Otto to wind up the string on the yo-yo. In the military, this maneuver is called a turnabout a point. Helicopters all practice this, but not with a yo-yo, and certainly not this fast. Okay, Otto, don't dig your toes into the dirt. That would hurt. Closer and closer to the ground, round and round he goes. Hope he's not getting dizzy out there. Focus, you can do it. Okay, uncross those steely blue eyes and concentrate. Get your cameras ready, folks, for liftoff, and here we go. He has got to actually keep the line straight and directly beneath the fuselage of the helicopter, looking outside the cockpit, listening to the engine, because if that line doesn't straight underneath, he's going to turn that thing into a flying frisbee. And what about those winds aloft? Good job, guys. Give it up. We have got a yo-dog. Look at you up there. Good job, buddy. Bring it on down, though. I am going to officially ground your yo-yo. Terra firma. Bring it on down. You're grounded. And track 5. Yo-yo release. I have got another contest with you. Out on the field are 3 orange barrels set up for barrel racing. Do you think you can race around them faster than a rodeo horse? Their record is 14.5 seconds. And Otto, there's a 5-second penalty if you knock a barrel down. And here we go. Coming up to the first barrel, and a nice tight turn about a point around that barrel, pushing 190 horses in a stock Lycoming HIO 360 engine. Nice turn there around the second barrel. Coming up to third, we may have a world's record here today. Oh no, barrel down, barrel down. We have a barrel down. Yeah, that was some pretty fancy footwork, buddy, but I'm sorry, no world's record today. Don't argue with me, give it up. Yeah, practice makes perfect. Quit horsing around. The helicopter's been called the horse of the modern day air cab. And he was up there. Look at that. What's he doing now? There's a 6-inch hole in the bottom of that barrel. Levitating that barrel better than Harry Potter. I tell you what, and waving at the crowd. Give him a wave, guys. I tell you what, I hope you don't get that thing stuck on your skid shoe, buddy. Bring it back down. I don't care if you were pushing 190 horses instead of just one. There's no handicap in this contest. All right. Get that thing off your skid shoes. I've actually seen Roger, the autopilot, sharpen a pencil with a helicopter before and open a bottle with a bottle opener affixed to the skid. All right, what's he doing? What's he up to? Did he? Could he? Would he? Should he? He did! All right, I tell you what, you win the record. Let's hear it for him, guys. All right, buddy, cue track 6 for me and let it go right into track 7. Give us a twirl out there, guy, and run off and show us that you can do one more thing better than an airplane. And as Otto flies downrange for a little surprise, let me tell everyone here a little bit more about Otto and Roger. Both are based in Pensacola, Florida. Roger is a CFI, CFII, MEI flight instructor in helicopters and airplanes. He also holds an ATP airplane transport pilot certificate. He's rated in single and multi-engine fixed-wing aircraft, both land and sea. He's type rated in the BH-47 and Citation jets. Not only can Roger fly, but he also holds an A&P certificate as a certified airframe and power plant mechanic. Roger's been flying since 1980 and has amassed over 18,500 plus flight hours, most low and slow in helicopters. He's a retired Desert Storm veteran. Otto is a Schweitzer 300C helicopter certificated as the Hughes 269C, the original airframe designed by the world-famous aviator Howard Hughes. The military nomenclature is the TH-55 Osage. The United States Army and Air Force used the TH-55 as a primary flight trainer from 1964 through 1987. Vietnam pilots called it the Mattel Messerschmitt, for although it looks like a Mattel toy, it has the maneuverability of a World War II aircraft, the Messerschmitt. In 1948, President Harry Truman commissioned a team of helicopters to recruit pilots for the Korean conflict and to show the maneuverability of the helicopter, new on the warfront boat, as was the jet in World War II. The team included Bozo, a helicopter clown that worked with Yo-Yo, and we are proud to carry on that legacy. The team performed until 1976 when it was disbanded after the downsizing of Vietnam. Igor Sikorsky, inventor of the helicopter, said, "If you're in trouble anywhere in the world, an airplane can fly over and drop you flowers, but a helicopter can land and save your life." Helicopters and their heroic pilots worldwide fly air ambulance for police and the military, fight fires, work in agriculture, construction, and in the movies. Helicopters play an all-important role in the offshore oil industry around the globe. I would like to dedicate today's banner poll to our veterans, for we know that some gave all, and all gave some. Raise your hats and hands, guys, women, girls, stand up, for we salute you. You who serve and have served this great country. God bless you, and God bless America. And Otto flies his banner backwards. Watch as he makes a beautiful pass. And a most graceful banner drop. I'd like to salute also all our airshow volunteers who make the airshow possible, and our homeland heroes, our policemen and firemen. Thank you guys, and one more time, thank you for those who serve our country. All right, guys, get your cameras ready one more time as Roger puts his best face forward with Otto for his signature sideward flight photo pass.